Well, hello, hello. Here we have the Bluesy. Just gonna be quiet for a second. I'm just kind of let you take this all in. There's that scrumptious dial. So this watch is 6 months old. And worn for maybe a total of 2 weeks. You can see already there's hairline scratches, you know, little swirlies all over and in that bracelet and the center links. It certainly doesn't take long. There you go. That's actually a good look at it. Nothing fancy here, boys and girls. I'm just literally doing a video on my desktop. That's it. Oh, there's even, you can see I still have a sticker in there. And not only that, I'm literally just using my phone because I'm not out there to be anything crazy. I just do this literally to chronicle my watches coming in and out. And right now, this model and my Tudor GMT are going to be on their way out. And the reason being, I don't know, should I go actually into great detail about this watch? Like, you guys probably, if you're watching this video, know most about it. It's 6 months old, so this is dubbed the Bluesy. You can see the blue dial, blue bezel. It's ceramic, 18 karat gold, 904L steel as they call it, which is essentially not too different from surgical grade stainless steel. It's just a little more corrosion resistant. But in typical Rolex terminology, they gotta dub something, you know, chromalite, and they got freaking, they just have their own terminology for everything. It's like branding inside of branding. Truly. It's got the old school 31-35 movement in it. They still, to this day in 2019, have not updated their movement to the 32, what is it, 3255 or 3235? I don't know. It's like a digit up, essentially. And still, with their new movements, they're still using the parachrome, and it makes no sense to me. I don't know why they don't go with the silicone hairspring instead. It just makes more sense. But I guess they do have a lot of research and development into their parachrome, and they're probably just trying to play it out. But still, from a technical standpoint, it makes no sense. But Rolex is Rolex, and it will do whatever they please. So yeah, okay, so long story short here, I'm getting rid of a couple of my watches that I'm no longer wearing. 1 second. So I thought I would chronicle them in a video form and start actually doing videos again like I used to. There we go. There's the two babies. So yeah, they're in mint condition. That Tudor GMT, I bought that, I guess a month and a half ago now. And it was a very quick decision. If you see my other video, I don't appreciate the thickness of it, and I should have known better, but it was so sexy. It was so goddamn sexy, I had to do it. Lesson learned, you know. And with the Bluesy, well, I mean, I love her. Look at how gorgeous she is. But it is a pretty expensive watch, and I don't plan on wearing it because I don't... Aesthetically, it's like the GMT. You know, I love it, but the one thing is it's not practical, and I'm not a really old man, so that kind of plays a little bit into it. And then secondly, the 18 karat gold, it scratches easy, and I kind of knew it going into it. I'm like, you know, that gold, it'll mar and ding and scratch, and I know that you can send it back to Rolex and they'll buff it out, but boy, it sure doesn't take long for it to get all dingy and scratched up. But hey, and for me, practically, it's just like, it almost screams, rob me, you know? You're wearing this bad boy around. Kind of, it says, hey, I got money. Look at my gold watch. I'm flashy. Come rob me. I don't know. No, it's not. It's not just from that. It's from a practicality standpoint. I know that the 18 karat gold, I'm rough on watches, and it's just not going to last me a long time. It'll start stretching or bending if I grab it and bang it or pull on it, or that bezel really takes a knock. It just would flatten one of those coin edges on there. And you got to fix it. I don't know, you guys. So I made the consensus to sell these, and they're going to be gone shortly, and I will miss them. Even you, Tudor, I'm going to miss you. God, you're sexy. Why aren't you thin? Jeez, lose some weight. And the Bluesy, yeah, this is a beautiful model. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love that watch. I do. It's a little showy. It's a little flashy. And honestly, it's a little much for what I care for anyways. And again, like a durability perspective, hey, these things have been around for a long time. I'm sure it would be all right, but you can already see, like, what I wore that maybe a week and a half here and there. I would just throw it on if I was in the mood for it, but you're just always worried and conscious about it, and just not for me, that's all. I mean, I can't say anything against that watch. It's pretty pricey. It's an expensive model. And this fat boy, why you gotta be so fat, hey? Yeah, if they ever thinned this model out, I wouldn't even hesitate to pull the trigger on it. Like if they did the BB58, of course without all that gold gild crap. If they kept the aesthetics exactly the same, put the BB8 50 or BB8, talking Star Wars here, BB58 movement into this model with the GMT function, but kept the aesthetics exactly the same and just slimmed it down. Wow, that would be the ultimate GMT model. But I have a feeling that Rolex knew that going into it, and they just don't want to outclass their mother brand Rolex, which is unfortunate. And I think that's actually why they made it that thick. Because I measured up the 54-52 movement, and they could have really slimmed that case down. Like, the people are saying that the case is that thick because the movement requires it, and nay, it does not. They could have sunk in the handset, put a flat crystal on it. That would have shaved off 1 mil. And from my calculations, from the specs that I read on the movement, they could have shrunken the case down by 1.5 mil, still using the 5452. But they didn't. And I think that decision was solely based on, just like what I said, if it was a thinner case, they would have an outstanding, like, I would rave about that GMT, but they just don't want to outclass this brand right here, the almighty crown. And it's a shame. It's a shame, but there's two sexy beasts right beside each other, and I hope you guys have really enjoyed my banter. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna miss them. Filming them with my phone. Oh well. Like I said, not out there to make money on this YouTube or anything. I'm just out there just to show and chronicle my pieces as they come and go out of my hands, because if you're a watch collector like me, it's safe to say that you're always rotating pieces because you're after that next amazing one, right? Very shortly here, I would say in a day or so, I'm due to go to the city and actually pick up the new Omega 300M, the ceramic with a new ceramic dial and laser cut wave dial. I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to actually look at it beside the Rolex Submariner and scrutinize and evaluate. I've seen a couple videos so far, and boy, Omega's bringing it too. These guys here better be careful, because Omega is coming. All right. Ciao.